Hi loves, it's Lacey and welcome back to our space, and I am so sorry but I have lost the footage to this intro twice now, and so I am just filming the final project here for my DIY summer decor collab with a Crafty Kitty, who is my girlfriend Christa, and I am going to link her channel down below along with the playlist of all the other participants in this collab. This is a hanging basket, a bird bath, that I am going to show you a little bit of footage on how I made it. But I did have it all filmed from start to finish, and that footage is gone, unfortunately. Hopefully my second project will come out better. Okay, the items you're going to need for this project are your bowl, whatever type that you like to use, and then some kind of heavy duty rope or twine. It needs to be quite strong because it's going to need to support your bowl, and we're going to be filling this bowl with water in the end. Also, I have some spray paint and some scissors to cut my rope. I'm spray painting the rope because I want it to match the bowl a little more. And then the last item you'll need is a shepherd's hook of some sort. I have this double-sided one, and I've sat it here by the gazebo, though I won't be leaving it here. I'm going to be putting it in a flower bed, but I haven't done my flower bed yet. So we're gonna show you it here. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is cut this rope. This is some cotton rope, and I'm going to spray paint it. I'm going to make 3 pieces, and each piece is going to be about 5 feet long. These rope pieces are spray painted, and thank goodness we lost all the too bright sunlight. But we're going to take these and put all of the cut ends together and tie them in a knot, and then I will show you the next step. Okay, as you can see here, I tied the rope in a knot and I hung it up on the shepherd's hook. I do have some pieces hanging here on the sides, and if you can see those, I am going to be gluing them to the knot to make it more secure. But for right now, I'm just going to show you guys how I have it hanging here on my shepherd's hook. We are going to go get our bowl. Okay, here is the final project, and I love how it turned out. As you can see, I tied up and glued the straggling parts from the knots, and I have it hanging from 6 different points. I love how the bowl is indented and kind of rippled all the way around, so the actual rope hangs in between all of those and helps to keep it level. I did put water in there, but we are suffering cottonwood, as you can see, and so it's kind of floating in it right now. The trees are almost bare of it, so we won't have that issue for very long, and the water is already evaporating because it is 90 some degrees outside. I do believe that I am going to take and adorn the top there with some kind of floral thing, something fake from the Dollar Tree, I'm sure, but I actually think it turned out really nice to have a hanging bird bath for the little birdies here in our backyard. So yeah, on to project number 2. All right, loves, for this project you are going to be making a tabletop s'mores maker. I know they sell these, but I don't like what any of them look like. They are quite ugly, and a lot of them have like a little plastic coating around them, and I wanted mine to match my decor. So I'm actually going to be making 2 of these, one for me and one for my girlfriend Michelle, aka George. She is my best friend and she's been on my channel, and I thought she would enjoy one of these as well. So first thing that you're going to need is some kind of container that is either ceramic or cement or made out of clay. I am using the ceramic planter. here. I bought 2 of these from Home Goods recently for $2.99. I really like the print on the outside, and since my furniture is espresso in color in the back of our house by our gazebo, I thought I'd get this one. You're also going to be needing a sterno. I suggest that you get the gel type one because the one with the wick is going to be a little more difficult to work with. Also, you're going to need some kind of river rock or pebbles or something to go in the bottom of your planter to support your sterno before you put in your fiberglass. You are also going to need a piece of mesh wire to go on top of the sterno and something to open your sterno with, and maybe some wire cutters if you have to cut your mesh wire to fit into the container that you're going to use. This project is really simple to do. All we're going to do is take some of the pebbles that I have here and place them in the bottom of our planter. Then we're going to measure to see if the sterno can sit just below the rim of your planter and place it in the middle here. We're going to go ahead and take and pour some more rocks around to secure your sterno in, and I'm not going to fill it up very high, and I'm just going to wipe the excess rocks off the top because you need to open the sterno and take the cap off, but I didn't want it moving around, and I didn't want to pour the rocks in as I was trying to avoid getting rocks into the gel. So once I get it to a nice level all the way around, that's going to hold the sterno in place like this, we're going to go ahead and open and take the cap off of the top of it to expose the gel. This is where your wire mesh piece is going to come in. You're going to place that right on top of your sterno, and then I am going to take and put a few more of the pebbles around the edge just to make sure that we have them at a decent level and the sterno will not shift around at all on us. And then I am going to place the fiberglass right on top of the mesh and cover the entire portion. And don't worry if you can't see the sterno from here. We are going to spread them out nicely and make sure that we can get to the gel to light it. But we want to cover the majority of the top of it to start with. Okay guys, here is my second and final project all finished. As you can see, I have the top to the sterno on. I had to modify it just a bit because the wire mesh that was in there was not allowing the sterno to stay lit for some reason. I do believe it was either coated with some paint or something to prevent rust from happening to it, and so after a few seconds it would always blow out. I did remove it, and now I just have the top to the sterno covering the gel, and it works perfectly fine. It is very, very bright out. I did light it, but you could not see it, and unfortunately this entire collab project for me is a little bit of a fail, and I am sorry for that. However, I want to thank Christa for inviting me, and I am totally up for doing other collabs in the future and a challenge of videos. I love doing DIYs. I want to thank you guys also for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button if you like to keep up with my other antics. I promise my other DIYs have all come out a whole lot better than this. Also, you can follow us over on Instagram, Chad and I both at Lacee Space. It's the same way that it is spelled here, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, loves.